Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be covering some news that came straight from Activision yesterday during their Q2 earnings call. During this call, Activision Blizzard were talking to their investors and discussing how the company is doing financially, as well as giving their investors an idea of what is to come in the future, and in doing so, they made some official announcements about Call of Duty 2021 that I think you all are going to find very interesting. So, reading verbatim from Activision Blizzard's president and chief operating officer, our teams remain hard at work on the next new premium Call of Duty release planned for the fourth quarter. From a setting that our fans know and love to an incredible amount of content in development, including an extensive live ops schedule, we believe this release will be incredibly well received. In addition to launching a great seamless experience for both current and next-gen console players, we are focused on continuing to integrate Warzone and engaging our direct relationship with our player base through even deeper content integration between the premium and free experiences and substantial innovation coming within Warzone itself. Our teams cannot wait to unveil what we've been working on. So first and foremost, talk about your run-on sentences. That was quite the mouthful, but in essence, this all but confirms the leaks and rumors that we've been hearing about Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. What we've been hearing from industry insiders over the course of the past couple of months is that the game, obviously, is going to be called Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, and as a result will be set, obviously, in World War II. It's going to be developed by Sledgehammer Games, but the jury seems to be out about how Warzone is going to be integrated. Some leaks and some rumors are suggesting that an entirely new World War II Warzone map will be launching with Vanguard and replacing Verdansk, while others are suggesting that the World War II Warzone map is not going to be coming at launch, and rather, it's going to release partway through the game's lifecycle, and that the map is going to be more like Rebirth Island as compared to being a completely new full-scale map like Verdansk. Either way, straight from the Activision Blizzard president and chief operating officer, this next game is going to be a setting that we, quote, know and love, so that does seem to confirm World War II, but he also says there's going to be an extensive live ops schedule and a, quote-unquote, incredible amount of content. I mean... I'm going to have to go ahead and call bullshit on that right now. I'll believe it when I see it. I want it to happen, obviously, but looking at the past, 4 years, I mean, World War II launched with 9 maps, and then we saw an incredible amount of remakes and rehashes with Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 2019, and now we have the entire content drought here in Black Ops Cold War, at least when it comes to multiplayer. So I don't believe for a second that World War II Vanguard is going to suddenly be a massive return to form with 16 original maps at launch, but obviously, I would love to be proven wrong, but time will tell, I suppose. In other parts of the investors' call, Call of Duty 2021 was said to be a quote-unquote, and this is right from them, it's going to be a, quote, really robust game at launch, and I guess we'll see how that actually plays out. Activision also acknowledged during the investors' call all the competition that they're going to have this year with games like Battlefield and Halo coming out, but they're confident, which I guess is good. They seem confident that their game is going to be the best, and they've also claimed that Sledgehammer Games as a studio has never been larger and it's never been stronger, and of course they also said that Call of Duty 2021 is going to be deeply integrated into Warzone. Now, as we all know, in recent years, traditional COD has been basically pushed out the door in favor of Battle Royale, and it looks like Vanguard will be no different, but the only difference this year is Call of Duty does actually have some competition. Back when, if you think about the golden age of COD, that's when Halos were still releasing, that's when Battlefield games were still releasing, that's when random games like Homefront and stuff were coming out, and Titanfall even, back when Respawn, basically all the Infinity Ward people left and formed Respawn, then Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and back when COD was great, at least in the minds of a lot of people, they had a lot of competition. Lots of different shooter games are coming out, but in recent years, not really a whole lot has been coming, and as a result, look at the past couple years of COD. Multiplayer has been basically dead. They're just focusing on Battle Royale. So this year, things are different. Both Halo and Battlefield are releasing around the same time as World War II Vanguard, and the best part is Halo and Battlefield are not trying to compete in Battle Royale whatsoever. Instead, they're focusing on delivering a great multiplayer experience, which is something that COD hasn't done in a few years. So I personally hope that this kind of competition is exactly the kick in the pants that Activision needs to make sure that this year's game is great and all future Call of Duty multiplayer experiences are great. But of course, we'll have to wait and see how things are actually going to play out. Because for me personally, as much as I love COD, you guys know I love COD. I've been playing it for like 14 years. I built a career off of multiplayer COD. I all but quit Cold War at this point. I might do a video on this in the future, but look at my playtime here. After Season 1, back during Season 1, I got Dark Matter, and after that, I realized there was virtually nothing left to do in the game. Not only does Dark Matter not work on most weapons in the game, after I got it, there was pretty much nothing else for me to do besides run around on all the Black Ops 2 remakes that they keep throwing in. I mean, for crying out loud, it's 2021, and the progression paths within the current Call of Duty title are worse than they were back in 2015, over 6 years ago. Like, Black Ops 3 had way more for you to do as compared to Black Ops Cold War, and that game came out like 6 years ago, and it's also made by the same studio. It makes really no sense whatsoever. Of course, I will be giving Season 5 a shot, but if Season 5 for Cold War is anything like Seasons 2, 3, and 4, then I'll likely quit playing that pretty early as well, because in all honesty, if the developers themselves don't care enough to actually update their game and make it interesting for their players, then I don't think it's fair for them or anyone else to expect players like me to actually give a shit. Like, why would I bother forcing myself to play a game that the developers don't even care about? Again, Dark Matter still doesn't work. I'll bring it up in every video if I have to. Dark Matter doesn't work on half the guns in this game. It makes no sense whatsoever, and I truly hope that Call of Duty 2021 is a proper return to form for the franchise. I just want a good COD game again. I want to wake up and be excited to grind Call of Duty again. I want to get lost on brand new maps that become fan favorites that we talked about for years, instead of just replaying the same maps over and over year after year like we're playing the video game equivalent of a classic rock station. Like, yeah, sure, you guys made awesome maps back in 2012. How about some new ones? Like, holy hell, they're having a couple of good ones with Cold War, but we're talking like less than a handful here, right? Whereas back then, they would launch with like 14 to 16 maps, most of them would be bangers, and then they would release like 12 DLC maps, and most of them would also be fantastic. Nowadays, we barely get nothing, and it's because they don't care about multiplayer. I want new guns to play with. I want new camos to grind for. I want a Dark Matter that actually works. I want 100%er to return. I want a proper prestige system. I want Prestige Master rewards that are there from launch, and I want ways for fans to earn shop items by being good at the game and completing challenges, and above all else, I want Call of Duty to be about multiplayer again, and not just be about chasing the Battle Royale bag. Right now, all they do is every time a new season comes out, they release a couple of new guns. Notice how those new guns are always busted in Warzone, and they're also just so conveniently part of like a $20 or $30 bundle where you can just buy it right away before they have to quote-unquote nerf it. They release these things broken on purpose so people can make YouTube videos saying, this new gun's overpowered, go spend $30. They make billions of dollars off this shit, dude. They really do. And multiplayer, just, I don't know, maybe it's not as profitable. Maybe people don't care about OP DLC weapons, I guess, in multiplayer as much as they do Battle Royale, because the Battle Royale is free to play, and therefore people can justify spending $20, $30, $60, $500 on skins and new guns and stuff. I don't know. I want COD. I didn't plan to go on this rant, but I just want COD to be about COD and not about Warzone anymore. Like, I don't know. It's going to be World War II, I suppose. Let's go back to it for a second. It's going to be World War II. I liked Call of Duty World War II. I thought even before the Division's overhaul that the game was good. I think that Sledgehammer Games did an incredible job of listening to the community and changing the game based on community feedback. And once it was all said and done, there was a lot to do in Call of Duty World War II. Certainly a lot more than Black Ops Cold War. And I think if they build upon that premise, especially if they try to really capitalize on like the social aspect with a brand new headquarters with more people in it and stuff like that, that the game can be really good. I'm excited for it. I'll never go into a COD. I've seen some people already doing it, but I'll never go into a COD expecting it to be awful. Obviously, I said earlier that things like, an incredible amount of content and that stuff seems unlikely, but I'm going into this with an open mind. I want COD to be good. I hope that it's good. When the alpha comes out, when the beta comes out, I'll be playing it. I'm hoping it's going to be fantastic. Like, why as a COD YouTuber would I want the game to be bad? I mean, I want the game to be amazing. Why as a COD fan would I want the game to be bad? It makes no sense. I want the game to be fantastic. I will go in with an open mind. I hope that Sledgehammer Games is able to deliver a proper product this year, and even if the game is not exactly what we want at launch, they have proven in the past that they can change based on community feedback. They are not like Infinity Ward. They are not like Treyarch. They are not too far up their own asses to not listen to the community and think that they know better. So as a result, I think we could have a good game this year. I'm hoping we do, but right now, it's August. there's a reveal soon. Activision has said there's gonna be a reveal soon, but the game's gonna be launching in like 3 months, and we haven't so much as seen like an official image. Like, we don't have an official title yet. We're calling it World War II Vanguard. They've teased the fact that it's gonna be called Vanguard, but there's nothing actually like officially out there right now, which is pretty crazy. So I don't know, guys. I guess we'll see. As always, I will keep you posted with any and all information about Call of Duty 2021 as more leaks, more news, and more rumors emerge. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider leaving a like, leave your thoughts and feedback down in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.